Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. I hope you had a fabulous week. We're going to start off the video, of course, doing our 15 seconds forgiveness, love, and gratitude boost. Put your hands on your chest. Say, I forgive you. I love you. Send immense love and gratitude. You ready? Begin. There you go. Congratulations on healing yourself 15 seconds at a time. Please do that exercise as often as you like throughout the day to help create that emotional connection. Anyway, continuing on my quest to help make 2022 a magnificent year for you in all areas of your life, I have been personally interpreting some books from my personal growth library to the best of my ability. Excuse me. We are working on Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and we are currently on the second way he tells us that humans can make life bend to their favor. And the second way is by becoming master over yourself. So he says in this chapter, if you cannot master yourself, then there is no way you can master other people. So what does he mean by that? So he goes on to explain that there are three appetites in life, mostly that lead to the lack of self-discipline. Three major ones. And what they are the desire for food, the desire for sex expression, and the desire to express loosely organized opinions. So, yeah, they are natural appetites, all three of them, but it's when we overindulge in them is when they become a problem in our lives. We as humans tend to overfeed these natural appetites, and we lose control, and then they become big factors in having us drift through life and not achieve the goals we want to achieve. So let's start with number one, the self-mastery of appetite for food. So what he means is, we tend to eat foods that are rich just to satisfy our taste or our emotions. We make a lot of choices that aren't the healthiest for our bodies. And in doing that, we clog up our systems. Our stomachs can't digest it fast enough. Our bodies can't eliminate it fast enough. So inadvertently, we are creating a toxic environment inside of our bodies, which is clogging up our system mentally, energetically, and it actually is creating illnesses. And we all know this. So what he says by this is just to start making healthier choices, eating lighter or lighter density foods, just gaining more control of what we feed our bodies, because our bodies are vessels to the infinite life around us, creative life, the power around us, the force that can help take us to that new life that we want. But if we are sluggish and we can't even think straight because our bodies are clogged up with toxins, then there's no way we can create that life. We're fighting an uphill battle. So in essence, he just says, to start make healthier choices so that you can become a cleaner vessel and you can tap into the creative power of life. Number two, he says, mastering over the emotion or appetite for sexual expression. So what does he mean by that? So he just talks about that sexual energy is a powerful force in our lives. And, it's there for natural reasons. But when we don't control it and we just go around doing whatever, whoever, whenever, we're actually losing power. And we've all seen or heard of powerful people in life who've been taken down because they didn't lack control of sexual expression, And he's not saying don't do it. He's just saying to learn to master it, control it so that it doesn't become controlling over you. And more importantly, like, I do a lot of energy study and work. So when you have a sexual encounter with someone or intimate encounter, there's an actual energy transference between the two of you. So he doesn't talk about this in a book, but it's the same thing. You are actually giving away some of your power when you do that. And you're actually taking a part of their energy. So whatever craziness is in their energy, you are taking some of that with you. So it becomes a part of you and vice versa. But also, more importantly, you are giving away some of your power. You are losing power. So when we choose to, have relations that are casual, you have to be mindful of who you're, doing this casualness with, because you're taking away a piece of that person with you, and it may not be a person you really want to take away with, but regardless, you're losing power, is what I'm saying. And sexual energy is huge power. And what he says, Napoleon Hill says, that if you could take that energy and instead of acting on it, transmute it into the goals and dreams and desires that you want to achieve, then you are acting with more force and power. So just withhold, unnecessary, acts, if so to say, just because you're giving away power, you're losing power. So he's not saying don't do it. He's just saying, become master of it so that it doesn't become master of you and distract you from the things you want to create in your life. The third things he talks about is, the necessity or appetite for people to express their opinions loosely. And what he means by that is people who just talk too much. They just need to talk to hear themselves talk for whatever reason, egotistical or whatever. But they just talk, and but in talking too much, you lose power. You're losing power. You're giving away power. You're giving away energy. So what he means is, first of all, it's what you say, what you're saying. You may be talking about your goals and dreams, but the person standing near you can hear that and take your idea and run with it. And you're just talking because you're losing power, so you're not doing. So now someone else has your idea that you spoke about because you just talked too much. Also, in talking too much, you're not a good listener. You don't learn the habit of becoming a good listener. And not being a good listener is something that, is harmful to you, because you miss that connection, making connections with people by really listening to them and tuning into them. And a lot of powerful people, they do more listening than talking if you were to observe them. So, and, it's just like people out, he's not talking about all speakers or, it's just people who try to force their opinion on people, because they need to be right or whatever. So, it's just you're losing power. There's power all around us. So these are 3 ways that he talks about, we lose power in our lives. So if we learn to master these 3 things over ourselves, we can create the life that we want, the life of our dreams. And ultimately, the only person you can ever control in this life is you. You cannot ever control someone else, no matter who you think, your kids or whatever. You can't. The only person you can master is yourself. So I know it's a lot of information, but if you need help, reach out. I got you. Click like and share if the video was helpful. There's a link to my YouTube channel, but just know it is in my heart and soul's intention that you live happy and healthy now, because you can. The happier you become, the healthier you become, and vice versa. You don't have to suffer, and excuse me, all you do is owe the best life, this life, to you. Okay, so reach out if you need. Prayers to my first responders out there, prayers to my family and friends, and how rich are you? So because I'm still dealing with this cold, we're going to talk about and send blessings to our nose, because our nose is very important to our bodies. If we only have one nose, and our nose, humidifies the air to the correct temperature as we breathe into our bodies to give the accurate temperature to our organs and stuff. It also filters all germs and all kinds of debris in the air, and there's little hairs in there that grab it, and it keeps our lungs clean and our bodies clean. So our nose is very important. So this week I want to send love to our noses. All right guys, feel it. Thank you, nose, for all you do. And until I see you next week, I love you. Bye. Mwah.